Carolina state champions. Starting shortstop, number 7, Kaylin Burleson.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is the next to the last game, or is it the next to the next last game? There's a base wrap from Kaylin Burleson in North Carolina, leading it off in a big way. That will roll past Stevens. She'll track it down in left field. And the leadoff double for Kaylin Burleson. Well, a North Carolina win means you've got 3 teams with 1 loss. Of course, we're a long way from determining that, but a good start for North Carolina with a leadoff double. An Alabama win, and they will take on South Carolina at 2 o'clock, with South Carolina having to win. So North Carolina still in control of their own destiny. You win the game, and your pursuit of a World Series title continues. Alabama in pursuit as well of a championship and in control of their own destiny, as it is flown out to Kinsley Cox by Lily Troutman. Kaylin Burleson, the 1-hitter for North Carolina. Lily Troutman hitting second. That is rolled to third, picked up by Wallace, goes to first with the throw, just a little bit late, and runners on the corners. So a couple of base runners aboard. Cora Barbie coming to the plate. Lily Troutman, the 2-hitter. Molly Brown hitting third. And your current hitter, Cora Barbie, in the 4th spot. 5-hitter, Cameron Kimry. Isla Udy is the 6-hitter for North Carolina. Isabella Hathcock batting 7th. Hadley Carver 8th. Emma Riffey 9th. Brantley Smith 10th. Kinsey King is the 11-hitter. And Mila Harwood batting 12th for North Carolina. Alabama with Andy Smith in the circle beside the pitcher, as that one is popped up to left field. Catch made, and holding at third is Burleson. Barbie will fly out into the mid of Bertie Stevens. And there's 2 gone behind the plate for Alabama, Libby Paul. And first Claire Dixon, second baseman Collins Fulmer, shortstop Brooklyn Sasser, and the third baseman Kenny Wallace. In left field, Bertie Stevens. Left center, Kinsley Cox. Center field, Zelaya Reynolds. And the right fielder is Sawyer Blair. 2 gone with runners at first and third for Cameron Kimry, who will send it foul. Top of the first. 1 game is already wrapped up. South Carolina, a 1-0 winner over Louisiana. So Louisiana exits. 3 teams are left.
Are you ready, Cam? Let's go. Drive it.
And those 3, Alabama, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Two more pitches. That one is driven to short. Stepping on the bag at second is Sasser, getting the force out of Brown for out number 3. 2 runners stranded. Nobody scores. We go to the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first, top of the Alabama order. Collins Fulmer will start it off. Brooklyn Sasser, the two-hitter. Kingsley Cox in the 3 spot. Claire Dixon batting 4th. Kenny Wallace 5th. 6 hitters, Alea Reynolds. Andy Smith, the 7-hitter. Brody Kilpatrick in the 8 spot. Taylor Slater is the 9-hitter. Libby Paul batting 10th. 11 hitters, Sawyer Blair and Bertie Stevens batting 12th for Alabama. That is popped up to center field, drops in behind second, and on with a leadoff single is Collins Fulmer. So a base runner aboard with Brooklyn Sasser coming to the plate. We've got a couple of Alabama teams playing in Darlings and Angels X-Play. Over in Angels, looks like there is a Virginia lead by 2 going into the bottom of the 5th. Nice play in left center field by Molly Brown. And able to get the put out of Fulmer on the 10-4. Don't get to say that often in softball or baseball. 10-4. One out, one aboard. Kinsley Cox to the plate. North Carolina's defense, Isla Udy, is in the circle beside the pitcher. Behind the plate, Corey Barbie. And first, Lily Troutman, as that one is popped up short. And there with the catch, Burleson. Back over to first, Sasser. Now she'll hop up and take an extra bag. And then says, well, shoot, why stop at second? On her way to third, and she will get there safely. Now hops up with the errant throw, and she will come in to score. Alabama taking the lead. And it all started with a pop-up. It ends with a Sasser score. And Alabama with a 1-zip lead. Claire Dixon to the plate. Rest of the defense for North Carolina. Kaylin Burleson at short, third baseman Cameron Kimry. And an outfield of Emma Riffey in left. Left center is Molly Brown. Center field, Hadley Carver, and the right fielder, Isabella Halfcock. Bottom of the first, 1-zip lead. Claire Dixon stepping in, taking a pitch outside. Bases cleared. 2 are gone. And as I mentioned, I'm keeping an eye. Got an eye out the back of my head over on the Angels field, where Alabama and Virginia are playing. Catch made in right center field. Nice Hadley Carver catch. Dixon with a fly out. 1 run in. Alabama by 1 as we head to the second.
North Carolina, number 10, Isla Udy.
Top of the second, Isla Udy starts it. Isabella Halfcock and Hadley Carver 2 up in the inning 2. That is crowned over to third. Wallace has got it, goes to first, gets it there ahead of Udy, and there is 1 away. Ball game, by the way, getting underway a little bit early. If you just joined us going, I'm going to get a head start on the game. Well, we actually began an inning ago and are in the top part of the second. Lifted high in the air on the infield, and the catch made it short by Brooklyn Sasser. And 2 gone for Hadley Carver. Emma Riffey to the on-deck circle. An Angels game, Alabama down by 2 in the bottom of the 5th with 1 away. Here Alabama by 1, 2 gone, top of the 2nd. Fouled away by Carver. North Carolina losing to Tennessee, dropped into the losers bracket, and hasn't done anything but win games from there on out. And is fouled away over to the first base side by Carver. And you got a couple of strikes on Hadley Carver. North Carolina knocking off Virginia, knocking off Florida. They've been the eliminator, eliminating those 2 teams from play. And it's hit to left field, drifting back to make the catch. Bernie Stevens, and Carver will fly out. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 2nd. Still 1-0 Bama as we head to the bottom of the inning. Bottom of the 2nd, Kenny Wallace starting it off, takes the first pitch, pops it up foul. And she'll make the U-turn, come back to the plate and try it again. Zelaya Reynolds and Andy Smith due up in the inning 2. North Carolina goes 1-2-3 in the top part of the inning. And here we are in the bottom part. Ball game goes 5 unless you stay tied like Louisiana and Tennessee did yesterday. I think that hit the bag at 2nd. On is Wallace with a leadoff single, 2nd consecutive inning. Alabama's put their leadoff hitter aboard. Yeah, that Louisiana-Tennessee game yesterday went 13 innings and stayed tied at 1-1 until the top of the 13th. Zelaya Reynolds to the plate. Andy Smith moving to the on-deck circle. Fouled back to the screen by Reynolds. I understand that Zelaya's auntie is in Cozumel on a cruise and watching softball. And watching Reynolds send this one foul. Boy, those cruise ships are so big, we could play one of these tournaments on the deck of the ship. Of course, I guess if there were rough seas, that would be an odd element. What a catch made in center field. Throw back over to first. Able to get there, Wallace, but kudos to Hadley Carver. Just a super catch in right center. One away for Andy Smith. Brody Kilpatrick moving the on-deck circle. That will find its way into center field, and then it will roll. On her way to third is Wallace. Putting on the brakes at first, Smith. Taking the turn at third, Wallace. Coming to the plate. Run is in. Going to second is Andy Smith. And Alabama will double the lead.
Berkeley Kilpatrick.
Alabama with a 2-zip lead. Brody Kilpatrick coming to the plate. A little low with the first pitch from Coach. Kilpatrick laying off the toss. Danny Slater to the on-deck circle. Riffy, Smith, and King. When you get to the third for North Carolina. That is fouled away over towards Coach at third. At Virginia, Alabama Angels X-playing game. 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Virginia still leads it by 2. And the winner there has got Florida next, as that is popped up into foul territory by Kilpatrick. We might wrap up the Darlings World Series today, or we might not. If Alabama doesn't lose a game today, the series wraps up. If they lose a game today, it does not. Wrapped to short, Burleson's got it. Goes over to first with a throw, gets Kilpatrick on the 6-3. Smith going to third, and there with 2 gone. Taylor Slater to the plate. Got 2 gone, got 1 on, got 1 in. Bottom part of inning number 2. That is popped up to the right side. That will drop in. Is it a base hit? It is. And in to score is Smith. Meanwhile, turning around and heading to second, Slater. And that rolls over between the backstop and the dugout. So limited to a bag is Slater.
Now batting starting pitcher number 3,
Alabama with a 3-zip lead. Libby Paul coming to the plate. Sawyer Blair to the on-deck circle. We are, by the way, going to do shout-outs in the 4th. I give you advance notice so you can, get those creative thinking caps on. 1 hop to short, fielded by Burleson. Strong throw over, it's in time, and Paul's out on the 6-3. 1 runner stranded, 2 runners in. Alabama by 3 going to the 3rd. A big thank you to all of those who are sponsoring coverage and this event. WasteNotTrash.com, Buds with Sons, Virginia American Water, the Stanola, Advan 6, Prince George Electric Cooperative. Inn and Suites, we're staying there. It's a great place to stay. Uber, Johnny's, the Surrey Seafood, and the Touchstone Bank. All making this a reality. Popped up by Emma Riffey. Brantley Smith, Kinsey King. 2 up in the inning, 2. Over on the Angels field, Virginia knocking off Alabama. So Virginia and Florida tangle next. Swing and a miss by Riffey. Alabama with a couple of runs in the bottom of the 2nd. Lead it by 3. With a long way to go in this one. And is dropped in front of Wallace at third. Won't make the throw, and on with the leadoff single is Riffy. Hey, don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. I think now we're something like 257 away. Starting the day at 265, trying to get 257 more. Knocked down at third by Wallace, and she'll go to second with a throw to get the lead runner on the 5-4. So on away with a runner at first. The runner is Smith. Kenzie King coming to the plate. Nyla Harwood, the on-deck circle. Popped up on the infield. Catch made at second. Throw back over to first, and the double play turn. King with a fly out. Fulmer goes to first with a throw. Gets Smith off the bag. And despite the single, it's a 3-up, 3-down. Top of the third.
Leading off for Alabama, number 4, Sawyer Blair.
Bottom of the third gets underway. Alabama sending Sawyer Blair to the plate. Goes after the first pitch, grounds it to short. Burleson throw over to first. It's in time, and Blair out on the 6-3. One out for Bernie Stevens. Top of the order, Collins Fulmer moving to the on-deck circle. Alabama with a run in the first, 2 runs in the second. North Carolina, 3 scoreless innings thus far, but plenty of time still to go in this one. Got a top of the fourth, got a top of the fifth, got the potential, if you sent the max to the plate, of 20 at-bats. Dropped in front of shortstop Burleson, and Stevens on with a single. So one out base hit. Alabama back to the top of their order. Collins Fulmer coming to the plate. Fulmer with a single in the first. Brooklyn Sasser to the on-deck circle. Hey, I like it, folks, getting in front of the line to get their shout-outs in. We'll start that in the fourth, but heck, if you want to go ahead and text, that's fine with us. It's kind of like, you know, trying to get Eagles tickets, right? Camping out, getting in front of the line, camping out the day before. Okay, maybe it's a little different. Eagles are still touring, right? I think they are. Maybe this is the last tour again. Ground to Burleson, nice stop at short, runs to the bag and gets there ahead of Stevens for out number 2. Gets the lead runner, 2 gone. Brooklyn Sasser to the plate. Sasser hit into a 10-4 put out in the first inning. Fouled back to the screen by Sasser. Kinsley Cox on deck. Harwood, Burleson, and Troutman. 12, 1, and 2 in the North Carolina order when you get to the fourth. That is popped up towards first, and it's fouled. Dropped out of the mid of Troutman in foul territory. And Sasser will come back and have another opportunity. One runner on, two gone. And that is dropped into left field. A couple of runners aboard, and that ball slipping out of the hands of left fielder Riffey. Throw coming to the plate. Waiting to see where the throw goes. Runner safe at second and third. Alabama trying to continue a string, scoring runs in the first two innings, trying to do the same in the third, and trying to do it with two gone. North Carolina hoping to put together a scoreless bottom part of the inning. That is popped up left side. That's a fair ball. Drops inside the chalk. And a run will score. Fulmer comes in. Alabama leads by 4. Placed perfectly by Cox, just inside the chalk. Claire Dixon to the plate. Kenny Wallace moving to the on-deck circle. And Alabama's run of innings with runs scored extends to 3. That is popped up into center field. Sasser will come in to score. Cox turning the corner. She's coming in too with a throw to the pitcher. Dixon will take second. 2 RBIs on the Dixon base hit. And Alabama scoring 3 with 2 gone. Kenny Wallace to the plate. Wallace slapping that one into right field, trying to get it over to first in time is Hathcock. Wall throw coming to the plate. And sliding in underneath the tag is Dixon, while going to second is Wallace. If that were anybody else, if that were me, I'd be squalling with a collision at home plate. Dixon says, part of the game. Hops up, goes to the dugout. And Wallace with the RBI. Zelaya Reynolds to the plate. Reynolds with a fly out to center field. Pops that one up, foul territory. Able to go get it, Lily Troutman. 4 runs plate. The lead goes to 7 as we head to the top of the 4th.
Number 12, Marla Tiger.
On time to get your shout-outs. It's what we do in the 4th inning. And it's the 4th inning, so this is what we do. Put it on the scoreboard. There's the number, 334-488-1385. Popped up by Harwood and then dropped. Diving, trying to get there by Sasser. But on with a leadoff single is Harwood. And by now you probably know the shout-out needs a who, as in who's it to, a who, as in who's it from, a what, as in what's the message, and we'd kind of like a where included, as in where you're watching the game. 2 if you're watching at work, and that's okay. You won't get in trouble if we say something about it. Stick the work spot on there. We'll give them a little free PR. And if you got a watch party going on, snap a photo. Send it. We want it. We want you on our Facebook later. All to 334-488-1385. Wow, what a shot! Smacked by Burleson into left field, and that will travel nearly to the fence. Harwood coming in, going to third with a triple is Burleson. And North Carolina's on the board. I am jealous. I can't hit it that far. Burleson. It rolled to the fence. It's a 7-1 ball game. With Lily Troutman coming to the plate. 334-488-1385 shout-outs in the 4th. Popped up. Is it going to roll foul? It will. Watching our girls from Minden High School bring home the title. Go Louisiana. Louisiana was in the prior game, but shouting out now, and that's okay. They lost, but man, they put on a show here. So great defense from Louisiana, and thank you very much, Minden, Louisiana, for checking in and watching. Lily Troutman popping it up to second, and a catch made by Fulmer. Over to the third with a throw, and Burleson back safely. Molly Brown coming to the plate. Let's go Alabama. Nix and Nora Pugh are cheering loud from Troy. I knew I heard something. It was them cheering loud from Troy. Let's go Reynolds, number 24 in Team Bama. Nana, love you, Zalea. Thank you very much, Nana. That is a fair ball. Right inside the chalk, down the line. And Molly Brown driving in Burleson. North Carolina taking a 2-run bite out of that Alabama lead. And you got a base runner at first for Cora Barbie. Shout out to Collins Fulmer as this one is popped up to left field and dropped. Throw to second in time to get the out. So a 7-4 put out, getting Brown for out number 2. And Barbie a runner at first. Shout out to Collins Fulmer and the entire team from me, Mama, Granddaddy, Nani, and Papa in Brantley, Alabama. I know where Brantley's at, home of the Bulldogs. They do a lot of winning in Brantley. Shout out to the Brooklyn Kilpatrick and Zayla Reynolds from Ashley, Leah, and Cam in Troy. Go Kinsley and Kenny. Love your bestie. And that is Paisley. Thank you, Paisley. Let's go Alabama. Keep it up from everyone watching at KW in Troy. KW. Let's see. What would KW stand for? At the Conning World? No, okay. Awkward trying to guess. Hit to short, fielded by Sasser. Goes to second. Kimry wrapping into the 6-4 that gets Barbie. 2 runs in, though. North Carolina on the board as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Andy Smith coming to the plate. Brody Kilpatrick and Taylor Slater due up in the inning 2. Way to go, Kalen. Let's go North Carolina, says the shout-out. Let's go number 2, Taylor Slater from your Georgia family. Shout-out to Albert Thompson listening from Perdido Bay. Shout-out to the Smiths from Uncle Matt. Thanks, Matt. Hartselle Party watching from North Myrtle. Go Isabella and North Carolina team. Thank you very much for the shout-out. And the picture that means we're going to have you on Facebook. I mean, when you send it, you give us copyrights. Having a great time there in Myrtle Beach. Copping some rays and watching some softball. Way to go, number 7, Kalen, North Carolina strong. Love Kim, Bill, and Hill. Smith with a fly out, 1 away. Bottom part of the 4th, Brody Kilpatrick and Taylor Slater due up in the inning 2. So proud of my granddaughter, number 24, Z Reynolds. I love you, Go-Go, with a heart emoji. Colin and Catherine Pugh say, go Troy, go, win it all. Let's go Sawyer B and Team Bama from Coach Josh and Troy, watching at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines in Troy. Fielded by Burleson at short, throw to first. In time to get the out on the 6-3. Let's see if there's an appeal, though. It looked like there was a bobble on the receiving end, but I don't think Alabama's going to appeal. So Kilpatrick wrapping into the 6-3. And there is 2 gone. This shout-out simply says, go Bama. Shouting out here since not open in Charlotte's game. Go Team Virginia, Charlotte County, Barton fan. Love you, Avery Barton. Gaga and Papa. Popped up to first. Catch made by Lily Troutman. Alabama goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th. North Carolina needing 5 to tie and 6 to take the lead in the top part of the inning. That was a no pitch to Isla Udy as we get the top of the 5th underway. Hey, thanks for all the shout-outs. No, I know you're going, wait a minute. I texted in the 4th. Isn't that a legal 4th inning text? Despite the fact we are in the 5th, you are correct. 5-3 put out of Udy and 1 away in the top of the 5th. So, yes, we have put that before the JockJive Board of Directors. And they say we can read shout-outs in the 5th, too. Let's go, Zalea and Alabama. And that shout out to Zalea and Alabama from Jamantha and Brooklyn. Let's go North Carolina. Let's get 3 outs and some hits. Go Team Alabama and Z Reynolds. Auntie Red and Uncle Craig watching from Cozumel, Mexico on Carnival Jubilee. There's a base ramp by Isabella Hatka. And she will pull into second with 1 away. So a base runner in scoring position. Hadley Carver coming to the plate. Shout out says, let's go Team Alabama. Another that says, bring home the trophy. Alabama strong goes Z Reynolds from Cousin Q. Go North Carolina from the Yao family. Popped up to short and catch made by Brooklyn Sasser. And there is 2 away. Let's bring it home, Alabama, from Z. Reynolds' grandfather. Way to go, Kaylin. Love you from Mimi, Susan. Let's go, North Carolina. Yanni McClendon, Alabama Bells, cheering on Sawyer Blair from Troy, Alabama. Thank you very much, Yanni. I remember Yanni from the Bells World Series a week ago. And it's ground towards third, picked up by Wallace. Too tall with the throw, a collision at first. Meanwhile, Hathcock rounding third, coming in to score. And it's a 7-3 ball game. Staying put at first is Emma Riffey. And a reminder, too, that we're trying to get to 5,000 YouTube subscribers. Need about 250 more. So if you haven't subscribed, there's a subscribe button nearby, and man, would it make us tickle pink. Brantley Smith pops it up on the infield. Catch made at second by Collins Fulmer. And that is your ball game. North Carolina eliminated, but what a great World Series they have had. And they didn't quit against Alabama when Alabama took the 7-zip lead, battled back, a couple of runs in the fourth, one in the fifth. A never-say-die North Carolina team. Eliminated from play, but after a great World Series. Alabama stays unbeaten. They've got South Carolina next. If they win against South Carolina, they're the champs. If they lose against South Carolina, we go to the if game. Here are your numbers. North Carolina, 8 hits. They will leave a total of 5 stranded. Got 3 runs, 2 in the fourth and a run in the fifth. Alabama, 9 hits. 7 runs, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third. And they leave 2 runners stranded. And the ball game is over. And South Carolina and Alabama will fight for the Dixie Darlings title that is slated for a 2 o'clock start. But again, this one got underway early. Good possibility that one will too. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Threads. And if you want this game for later, you want to watch it on demand, or any game that we've got for a year, $25 does it. You can sign up on the front page on the website. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in roughly an hour or so for Alabama and South Carolina in the championship. For Prince George and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.